When Jerry Jones bought the Dallas Cowboys in 1989, he was like a giddy schoolboy who just got the keys to a candy store, taking over with exuberant joy but thoughtless for the impact he would have on others, particularly Tom Landry. When he announced that Jimmy Johnson was the new head coach, it appeared as if he forgot to give Coach Landry any advance warning. Even if he told him privately, the transition was almost cruelly casual in a thanks, but no thanks kind of way. Many fans walked away in disgust. Fortunately, God gave us an example of a better way to handle such a big transition. With the move from Moses to Joshua at the end of the wilderness wanderings, Israel was poised for the change from wandering to conquering. They were ready to go into the promised land, but Moses was not going to be the one to lead them in. God had selected Joshua to take over, choosing a man who had been with Moses through the whole 40 years, even going up on Mount Sinai with him when he went to receive the law, Exodus 24, verses 12 and 13. Having already led Israel into battle, he was further prepared for leadership as one of the 12 spies who, along with Caleb, stood with Moses in Numbers 13 and 14. Finally, before the actual transition, God let Moses make the public presentation of Joshua as their new leader, Numbers 27, verses 15 through 32. When it came time for the transition, God gave Moses a grand exit by letting him speak at length to Israel. In a sense, the entire book of Deuteronomy is his farewell speech. It began with a reminder of how they got to the Jordan shore. Then he pointed out Joshua's service and appointment as the leader who would take them over into the promised land, Deuteronomy 3:28. He then made several speeches, reminding them of the law and that God is the true leader who deserves their wholehearted love and allegiance. God rewarded Moses for his faithfulness with respect and dignity, even personally burying him when he died, Deuteronomy 34, verses 5 and 6. Then the book ended by recognizing Moses as a unique prophet with no equal, Deuteronomy 34, verses 10 through 12. What a legacy and what a transition. Even when the law was fulfilled and set aside 1,500 years later by Jesus, who was the ultimate prophet, Moses was still recognized and honored, Hebrews 3, verses 1 through 3. Therefore, holy brethren, partakers of a heavenly calling, consider Jesus the apostle and high priest of our confession. He was faithful to him who appointed him, as Moses also was in all his house. For he has been counted worthy of more glory than Moses, by just so much as the builder of the house has more honor than the house. That leaves one important transition to be completed. Yours. Will you leave your wilderness wanderings and become a follower of Jesus? It's simple, but not easy, because it requires complete surrender to his will. I hope you will. And I hope you will come back tomorrow for another Morning Minutes in the Bible. Until then, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.